Hello, my name is Nolan and welcome to the Disney Scrapbook. Today we'll be reviewing the Disney film $1,000,000 Duck, which was first released on June 30th, 1971. I believe that this situational comedy, which was one of Disney's gimmick movies aimed at family entertainment, contained excellent performances by Dean Jones and his co-star Sandy Duncan. They were both nominated for a Golden Globe Award in 1972. Dean Jones for Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy Motion Picture. He was up against Gene Wilder's outstanding performance as Willy Wonka. However, they both lost out to Topol's performance in Fiddler on the Roof. Sandy Duncan was up against Angela Lansbury's performance in Bedknobs and Broomsticks, which I will review December 13th. However, they both lost out to Twiggy's performance in The Boyfriend. $1,000,000 Duck is based on a story written for the screen by Ted Key, who will go on to write other stories for Disney, such as The Cat from Outer Space. The story of $1,000,000 Duck gained its inspiration from the Aesop's fable, The Goose That Laid the Golden Eggs. In the film, animal psychology research professor Albert Dooley, played by Dean Jones, is struggling to make ends meet, trying to maintain a middle-class suburban lifestyle. He encourages his family to economize, hence his wife, played by Sandy Duncan, attempts to make applesauce despite having no talent as a cook. For a series of mishaps, a duck at Dooley's lab consumes the applesauce and is accidentally zapped with radiation, culminating in her ability to lay golden eggs. Professor Dooley has hit the jackpot. However, cashing in on his new wealth proved not to be so easy. His son Jimmy, played by Lee Montgomery, who wanted a puppy, adopts the duck and calls it Charlie. Meanwhile, Dooley and his next-door neighbor lawyer friend, Fred Hines, played by Tony Roberts, attempt to devise a way to profiteer from the duck's eggs. Unfortunately, Dooley's other neighbor, Finley Hooper, played by the omnipresent comic character actor Joe Flynn, works for the U.S. Treasury, and his intrigue leads to a high-energy, wacky chase scene that you just have to laugh at. Albert Dooley is played by prolific actor Dean Jones. This was the 7th Disney film that Jones starred in, having been spotted by Walt Disney himself after he saw him in the title role of the NBC TV series Inside of Tool, a military comedy that debuted on Sunday evenings in 1962, preceding Walt's anthology television show. Jones starred in my personal favorite live-action Disney movie, The Horse in the Gray Flannel Suit, in December 1968. According to the D23 website, by 1975, Variety magazine had named 6 of his Disney feature films as all-time box office champions. Dean's clean-cut appeal, boyish good looks, and good-natured hijinks made his name synonymous with Disney Pictures. In 1995, he was inducted as a Disney legend. Jones is quoted as saying about Disney films that he sees something in them that inspire fun, just entertainment, no preaching. The $1,000,000 Duck was Sandy Duncan's film debut. She has since gone on to have a successful and prolific career. In her role as Kate Dooley, the wife of a scientist, she convincingly portrays the image of a stereotyped suburban housewife, whose life is meant to revolve around domestic responsibilities. She is hopeless with finances. However, she quietly is attuned to what is going on around her and shows initiative, even if at times she is a little misguided. Duncan's delivery lines are very cleverly paced for her exaggerated characterization of a dumb housewife, which provides excellent timing from which humor can be created. Tony Roberts, best known for his work with Woody Allen, played Dooley's lawyer neighbor Fred Hines. Fred Hines' most memorable line was, "Look, Al, sweetheart, I'm only trying to save you money. I mean, by making me a partner, you'll save paying me all those exorbitant lawyer's fees." The $1 Million Duck was the first movie that Vincent McVeigh had directed. In 1960, he was awarded the Outstanding Directional Achievement in Television by the Directors Guild of America for his work on the 1959 The Scarface film. By this time, he had also directed Star Trek and was to go on to have a successful and prolific career in film and television. Most of the film was shot on the Disney studio lot, with a residential street as the main backlot setting for exterior shots. The farm set was constructed at Disney's Golden Oak Ranch, and some shooting occurred around the greater LA area. A casting call went out for a dozen sports cars, which were kept outside the studio for the crew to examine during their breaks, from which the yellow sports car Intermeccanica Italia was chosen. According to the Disney archivist Dave Smith, the studio held open auditions for the duck role, with the goose Whipfoot waddle winning the part. Carlos and Jennifer got to be stand-ins. The geese were given the whole Hollywood treatment, their own drinking water pails, lettuce, and chicken scratch, plus evenings and weekends free to rest floating around the Disney Studio pond. Near the film's conclusion, just before Jimmy catches Charlie the duck, there was a Volkswagen Bug with the license plate OFP857, which was the same as Herbie's in the 1969 film The Love Bug. During the chase scene, when the truck brakes and Albert and the cherry picker hits the bridge, the shot changes from a mid-shot of Albert to a close-up. However, the background remains the same in both shots, indicating that he was filmed in front of a green screen. Unusual for a feature film, Disney used an animated title sequence, animated by one of the 9 old men, Ward Kimball. This G-rated comedy aimed at entertaining children and promoting family values is a satire on greed and the American dream. Although many notable critics bashed this film upon its release, there were others who tried not to read too deeply into it and loved it. I believe that this film is an absolute delight. I particularly enjoyed the facial expressions that were so expertly captured by the cameras. And I also believe that Dean Jones and Sandy Duncan were richly deserving of their Golden Globe nominations. This film provides a perfect opportunity to sit down with your children or grandchildren for an evening of light entertainment. If you would like to watch this film, $1 Million Duck is available on Disney Plus, iTunes, YouTube, Amazon Prime, Google Play, and of course DVD. If you found this review interesting and are interested in 50th anniversary content, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. My next video will be the story behind Disney World's The Orange Bird, which I will release at the end of July. Thanks everybody for watching. TTFN. Ta-da for now.